Good afternoon. This is Akashvani, and I am Ashok Ojha with the Midday News. The headlines. Railways start high-level inquiry into last night's stampede at New Delhi railway station. Death toll rises to 18. Government announces compensation of 10 lakh rupees to kin of the deceased and 2.5 lakh rupees for seriously injured. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to participate in Bharat Tech's 2025 at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi today. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar meets his counterparts of several countries in Munich to discuss trade, investment and security issues. And in cricket, Gujarat Giants to take on UP Warriorz in Women's Premier League 2025 this evening. Railways have started a high-level inquiry into the incident of stampede at the New Delhi railway station last night, in which 18 passengers reportedly have lost their lives. The Ministry of Railways named Principal Chief Commercial Manager Narsingh Dev and Principal Chief Security Commissioner Pankaj Gangwar as part of the inquiry committee. The committee, which has commenced its inquiry, gave orders to secure all video footage of the New Delhi railway station. Chief Public Relations Officer, CPRO of Northern Railway, Himanshu Shekhar Upadhyay said a two-member high-level inquiry committee has been constituted to probe the stampede incident.
भगदड़ की दुखद घटना में 18 लोगों ने अपनी जान गंवाई और 13 लोग घायल हुए। एक उच्च स्तरीय समिति का गठन किया गया है, जिसमें पंकज गंगवार, प्रिंसिपल चीफ सिक्योरिटी कमिश्नर नॉर्दर्न रेलवे और नरसिंह दास, प्रिंसिपल चीफ कमर्शियल मैनेजर नॉर्दर्न रेलवे की अगुवाई में 2 सदस्यीय समिति का गठन किया गया है।
Meanwhile, Delhi police have also launched an investigation into the incident, saying it will analyze CCTV footage to determine the sequence of events before the chaos erupted. Northern Railways have announced a compensation of 10 lakh rupees to the families of the deceased, while those who sustained serious injuries will be compensated with 2.5 lakh rupees. Individuals with minor injuries will receive 1 lakh rupees. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar also announced ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees each to the kin of the deceased and 50,000 rupees for the injured hailing from the state. Meanwhile, the number of deceased at the last night's stampede at the New Delhi railway station has gone up to 18 as per the agency report. These include 11 women and 5 children. 13 others were injured in the incident. Officials said that the stampede was preceded by a swell in the crowd of passengers waiting to board trains to Prayagraj. The LNJP hospital, where the treatment of the injured is underway, has 2 helpline numbers, 98736 17028 and 011 23501 207. The President, the Prime Minister and the Ministers for Railways, Home and Defence have expressed grief over the incident. JDU leader and Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Kumar Jha said that the Bihar government is continuously monitoring the situation by coordinating with railways over stampede at New Delhi railway station last night.
पूरा टीम जो बिहार भवन का है जो देखता है वो सारे लोग अभी LNJP हॉस्पिटल में जहां पर बॉडी आया है या इंजर्ड जो है और लगातार बिहार सरकार मॉनिटर कर रही है सिचुएशन को। रेलवे से भी संपर्क में है। एक फाइनल लिस्ट मिल जाए बिहार सरकार जो बिहार के लोग हैं उसको सारा कोऑपरेट करने के लिए मशीनरी वहां लगाती है इस चीज।
Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also paid tributes to those who have lost their lives in the incident and called it unfortunate.
नई दिल्ली रेलवे स्टेशन पर एक दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना घटित हुई। मैं इस अवसर पर उन सभी पुण्य आत्माओं को विनम्र श्रद्धांजलि भी अर्पित करता हूं।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will participate in Bharat Tech's 2025 at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi today. He will also address the gathering on the occasion. Bharat Tech's, a major global event, is being held since Friday till tomorrow. Our correspondent reports that the event brings together the entire textile value chain from raw materials to finished products, including accessories, under one roof.
Bharat Tech's platform is the textile industry's largest and most comprehensive event, comprising a mega expo spread across 2 venues and showcasing the entire textile ecosystem. It will also feature a global scale conference with over 70 sessions, roundtables, panel discussions and master classes. The exhibition will also feature special special innovation and startup pavilions. It will also include hackathons based Startup Pitch Fest and Innovation Fests, tech tanks, and design challenges providing funding opportunities for startups through leading investors. This event is expected to attract policymakers and global CEOs, over 5,000 exhibitors, 6,000 international buyers from over 120 countries, among various other visitors. With Pallavi Suparnasekya, Akashvani News, Delhi.
President Draupadi Murmu witnessed the inaugural show of change of guard ceremony in new format this morning at the forecourt of Rashtrapati Bhavan. The ceremony will be open to a large number of visitors from Saturday, the 22nd of February, in which people can witness a dynamic visual and musical performance with the backdrop of the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Military drills by troops and horses of the President's bodyguards and the troops of the Ceremonial Guard Battalion, along with the ceremonial military brass band spread over a larger area, will be part of the new format. Visitors can reserve their slots at the portal visit.rashtrapatibhavan.gov.in. In Assam, a session of the Legislative Assembly will be held outside Guwahati for the first time, with Kokrajhar hosting the inaugural sitting of the budget session tomorrow. Chief Minister Hemant Biswa Sarma said that it symbolizes the return of peace in the state and integration of all people. He said the governor's speech, customarily delivered on the first day of the budget session, will be a major highlight of the sitting. The remaining of the budget session will be held at the Permanent Assembly Building in Guwahati. The session will continue till 25th of March. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of stories and more news, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download News on Air app. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar discussed U.S. President Donald Trump's vision of connecting Asia, Europe, and the United States through Israel. A statement from the Israeli Foreign Minister's office said that Dr. Jaishankar and Minister Sa'ar met on the sidelines of the Munich Security Conference last night. The two leaders also addressed the challenges posed by attacks on trade routes by the Houthis and Iran. Earlier, during a joint press conference with Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday, President Trump announced that the US and India have agreed to work together to build one of the greatest trade routes in all of history. According to Trump, this route will run from India to Israel, then to Italy, and onward to the United States, connecting partner nations through ports, railways, and undersea cables. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar today delivered the keynote address at the 8th Indian Ocean Conference in Muscat, Oman. He said the meeting is taking place at a time when there is a considerable churn in world affairs. Dr. Jaishankar said changes in global order may be expressed through new ideas and concepts, but they are also reflected in the evolving landscape. He said the Indian Ocean region is no exception to that rule. The minister said this matters not just to the inhabitants of this community, but to other regions and nations as well. He also highlighted maritime partnerships and talked about how Indian Ocean Conference brings many partners together. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio will discuss the Gaza ceasefire with Israel's Prime Minister in Jerusalem today, launching a Middle East tour a day after the latest hostage prisoner exchange. Rubio landed at Ben Gurion Airport till Tel Aviv just hours after Hamas freed 3 Israeli hostages in Gaza yesterday in exchange for 369 Palestinian prisoners, the 6th swap under the ceasefire deal. The Brazilian government has announced that the next BRICS summit featuring Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa and other member countries will be held in Rio de Janeiro between July 6th and 7th. The summit will include leaders from 20 member and associate countries. The Brazilian Foreign Minister Mauro Vieira said the meeting will focus on important decisions for economic development, cooperation and improving living conditions in member countries. The BRICS group, which has expanded to include Iran, Egypt and UAE, aims to strengthen ties with developing nations and reform global institutions under Brazil's leadership. Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp parent company Meta has announced a new 50,000-kilometer undersea cable project, Waterworth. aimed at enhancing digital connectivity between India and the US. According to Meta, Project Waterworth will provide industry-leading connectivity to the US, India, Brazil, South Africa, and other key regions. A company spokesperson said, "This investment reaffirms Meta's commitment to economic growth and digital inclusion, supporting India's thriving digital landscape and fostering technological innovation." Once completed, the project will span 5 major continents and cover over 50,000 kilometers, longer than the Earth's circumference. Now news from Mahakumbh. A climate conference on the theme of faith in climate change was held today at the Mahakumbh in Prayagraj on the theme Kumbh ki Aastha evam Jalvayu Parivartan. The conference was inaugurated by Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. During the event, Mr. Adityanath highlighted the ingrained values of climate conservation in Indian culture. He said that the Atharva Ved says that the earth is our mother and we all are her children. He further added that well-being of this entire world is mentioned in the Vedas, but in the day-to-day life, barriers often come up against achieving this goal.
मर चुकी नदियों को फिर से पुनर्जीवित करने का काम किया। आज जो संगम में इतना पावन स्नान एक साथ एक दिन में अन्य कुंभ के अवसर पर मौनी अमावस्या के दिन जितनी भीड़ होती थी उतनी भीड़ इस बार हर दिन हो रही है और कारण था नदी को चैनलाइज किया गया।
The climate conference witnessed participation from religious leaders, environmentalists, social organizations, industry representatives, business leaders, and eminent citizens. It was organized by the Uttar Pradesh government in partnership with the International Forum for Environment, Sustainability and Technology, iForest, an organization of scientists and environmentalists. Delhi Police today celebrated its 78th Raising Day with a grand ceremonial parade at Kingsway Camp Parade Ground in the presence of Delhi Police family. Minister of State for Home Affairs Nityanand Rai took the salute as chief guest in the presence of Delhi Police Commissioner Sanjay Arora. Speaking on the occasion, the minister said that the Delhi Police is among the top police forces in the nation. The police played a significant role during the G20 summit and in managing the COVID pandemic. He said that Delhi Police is establishing new benchmarks in law enforcement while combating crime.
संगठित अपराध व साइबर अपराध से निपटने तथा महिलाओं की सुरक्षा को बेहतर बनाने हेतु मजबूत स्तंभ के रूप में कार्य। साइबर क्राइम की चुनौतियां हैं, लेकिन दिल्ली पुलिस बड़ी तत्परता से इसमें काम कर रही है।
In cricket, Gujarat Giants will take on UP Warriorz in the third match of the Women's Premier League 2025 today. The match is scheduled to begin at 7:30 p.m. at Kotambi Stadium in Vadodara. In hockey, both the Indian men's and women's teams will be in action this evening at 2024-25 season of the FIH Pro League. The women's team will face England at the Kalinga Hockey Stadium in Bhubaneswar, while the men's team will take on Spain at the same venue. These matches will be broadcast live on DD Sports, Star Sports Select 2 and Star Sports 3. In the Indian Super League ISL football, East Bengal will face Mohammedan Sporting in Kolkata today. The match is set to start at 7:30 p.m. And now, before we end this bulletin, the headlines once again. Railways start high-level inquiry into last night's stampede at New Delhi railway station. Death toll rises to 18. Government announces compensation of 10 lakh rupees to kin of deceased and 2.5 lakh rupees for seriously injured. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to participate in Bharat Text 2025 at the Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi today. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar meets his counterparts of several countries in Munich to discuss trade, investment and security issues. And in cricket, Gujarat Giants to take on UP Warriorz in Women's Premier League 2025 this evening. And with that, we end the midday news.